You ready, Nick? Let's get him. Play my song.
These Bismarckies. These Bismarckies.
I always wanted that shit.
These Bismarckies.
Mr. Dynamite! That's my shit. Rest in peace to Biz, man. Mr. Dynamite! I got so much I want to talk about, man. The hip-hop culture has had a great injection of energy, and it's just got me elated, man, to be able to come here and speak to y'all about it. I was supposed to be on my live stream last night on YouTube talking about it, but I was tired. I was in the Bahamas and shit, riding jet skis and swimming in the ocean and shit like that. So I was a little beat, and I had to re-energize and get my shit together, man, before I came here before y'all. But it's a whole lot. Nick, I need some more music, man. I need my enthusiasm. Can I hear Biz one more time? Can I please? Yeah, play Biz one more time for me, man. Let me hear that one more time. Shout out to my truck driver for tuning in. All right. Right. Yeah, man. Shit. The battle rap culture is back. Let's call this life after Sue Surf, man. I don't know where to begin at. I'm going to begin there. Life after Sue Surf. Sue Surf and Tay-Rock was two of the guys who I was following devoutly, who was pushing the culture forward. And when Sue Surf went away, in my opinion, it was a dark day for battle rap. You know, things just changed. Pieces were moved around. But after Sue Surf made his exit, prayers for Sue Surf. After Sue Surf made his exit, I wasn't hearing anything. And then I started to hear a new name, someone who came along to somewhat fill the void. And it was Eazy, a guy by the name of Eazy the Block Captain. Never heard of him before. Said he was from Philly. I just wasn't in tune with who he was. My man Dre mentioned him to me. Over a period of time, his name being mentioned started to get louder. You started to hear the noise. And before you know it, he was touted as the new guy, the new blood, the new man of the hour in the battle rap culture. I was just hearing his name everywhere, right? And because of this popularity, maybe it can give some credence to what has been said out here as of late. The situation with Remy Ma, Eazy the Block Captain, and Papoose, this shit has exploded online. I'm talking about a bomb. Kaboom! A real bomb. Mind you, this altercation, this speculation, this issue, this happened months ago. This been happened, right? Where Papoose was alleged to have put hands on Eazy the Block Captain because of his quote-unquote inappropriate relationship with his wife. Even with that, because so much shit is going on online, even with something of that magnitude, you know, a fight, a skirmish or whatever, you know, nobody got killed, whatever. The internet keeps on moving and processing new information, and before you know it, it gets covered up. So nobody's talking about what happened between Papoose and Eazy the Block Captain. Shout out to Chrome 23. Fast forward to this battle this past weekend. I think it was before last week. It's last week at this point. Eazy the Block Captain and Geechi Gotti. Geechi Gotti was another name who I started to hear the mention of his name get louder and louder and louder. And the climax was his situation with Loaded Lux. Guess he earned his position. But prior to this, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't feel that he had any outstanding traits that could just dazzle me in terms of being a battle rapper. Like, I had my picks, but he just didn't show it to me yet. Everything that I was looking for him, the dimension that I was looking for him to show me, to impress me, came to light during the third round of his battle with Eazy the Block Captain. Flawless execution viral. This man's name is being spoken on every media platform you can imagine. I didn't, and I don't think anybody else expected this to go ape shit bonkers viral beyond the battle rap world. There's a difference between something being viral in the battle rap world and being viral in the real world. When I say it's viral in the battle rap world, that just means people like Angry Fans and Piper Boy and all of them is talking about it, right? This shit didn't explode it. And I think it has a lot to do with the celebrity couple connotation attached to Papoose and Remy Ma. You know, you got celebrity couples like Jay-Z and Beyonce, and you got Papoose and Remy Ma, who has been in the spotlight with their relationship, and Papoose has often professed his loyalty or, I don't know, love for his wife. Boom. Just prior to this, I seen this come. I mean, I didn't see this shit happening with Eazy the Block Captain, but I seen him being viral. Right now, as we speak, Papoose is viral on Twitter. He's one of the biggest, hottest stories online because of the fact that maybe some adulterous behavior or some type of adultery may have been committed by his wife. I don't know if I believe it. I think that'd be kind of bold, but I do know that chicks from New York got a history of kind of digging Philly niggas and shit. I know that from history. I just do. There's a chicks from New York, dude. They fuck with New York. They fuck with Philly niggas. This is a fact. I don't know the extent of their relationship. I do know in the first round of Eazy the Block Captain's battle against Geechi Gotti, he kind of implied or he said some things that would make you think. From my perception and anybody else is speaking on it, Geechi Gotti 3-0'd him. But primarily, this information was going to be impactful when it was interjected in this battle. I believe Disaster tried it prior to Geechi, and he didn't get it off, or it hadn't came to this point yet. But right now, today, Papoose is viral as a motherfucker, man. Like, it's out. I'm pretty sure they probably gonna get a divorce. It's messy. It's messy. It's really, really big. It's huge on Twitter. A lot of people felt some type of way about the things that I said about Papoose on my Instagram page. I meant that shit. I don't fuck with Papoose. I don't. And I wish him everything that he's receiving right now. And I'm going to explain to y'all further why. And people who follow me on IG, they already know about it. But many, many years ago, I made Papoose $10,000. Some people came to me and asked me, could I, because they seen him on my platform before, asked me, could I book him for a show? And it ended up coming down to Remy had just came home from jail at the time. We kind of agreed that investing $10,000 in a show, you would probably want to give it to Remy Ma. You know what I'm saying? She probably would draw more than Papoose at this point. We both agreed upon that, so I told him I'll holler at him and put it together and do what we need to do to get this endeavor done and everybody compensated. Right? I hit up Pap, builded about it, the situation. We came to the conclusion that Remy was gonna do it. I felt good that this is my first time exercising this type of power. From my seat at Gully TV, contact the entertainer just like that and execute some shit like that. So I was just elated to have that the shit was, going down correctly, but I just made this nigga $10,000, him and his wife or whatever. All I wanted was a drop from my platform. Yo, this is Remy Ma. You tune in to Gully TV, da-da-da-da. Or, for that matter, they could have did it together. Whatever the case, I didn't get a penny. Yeah, I didn't get a penny, and I didn't get no drop. I didn't get no love for the gesture that I did. The $10,000 that I produced into this bitch-ass nigga life, I got nothing for it. We had words. Y'all know how I give it up. I went ape shit on him. Whatever the case, fast forward to now, there's no reason why I wouldn't cover this. to the max. Prior to this right here, last year I interviewed a guy from Thuggication, that's the group that Papoose was in, named Flip, one of his close friends. And he spoke about how Fat Joe and the Terror Squad whipped his ass, took his chain, and took his pistol. I shared my video with him, with Flip. I shared it to, the social media because of all of this shit that's going on right now. And people felt some type of way about it. I didn't say it. His buddy, his man said it. His man said it. Fat Joe and them Ricans kicked his ass. And I said, man, that's kind of common in New York City. Puerto Rican niggas be kicking a lot of ass up there. And my case in point was True Life. True Life went ape shit. He went around the room kicking ass and nothing was made of it and shit. And it goes further than that. It's, according to history, the United Blood Nation was created because Puerto Rican people was oppressing niggas on Rikers Island. I was just stating the obvious, and people they panties in a bunch about it. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I was just, again, stating the obvious, and I was sharing my video where Flip said that Fat Joe and them Terror Squad niggas, the Puerto Ricans, whooped Papoose ass, because I knew that this was gonna spin out of control after this shit that happened with Geechi Gotti and Eazy the Block happened. There's some crazy ass vlogs online right now. Everybody is eating off this shit. This topic came through and just totally obliterated the whole Bimmy thing that was, going on the past 10 days and shit like that. This is food for online right now. I'm talking about everybody. Female bloggers, Tasha K and all of these different females that do this shit. They in on it. The hip-hop people on it. The general hip-hop culture has been covering it. And you already know day-to-day bloggers. In totality, that's a word that I use, I was already gonna come back to speaking about this hip-hop, this battle rap resurgence. I just had a live stream like a week ago where I spoke about the return of Hollow Man. They just been having it cooking lately. This past summer has been one of the biggest summers in battle rap in recent history. A lot of shit has been going down. Shout out to K Walker. Somebody asked me, why did I point out K Walker? K Walker was one of the dudes from Philly that was keeping that battle rap flag held high out there in the city of brotherly love and shit for some time. And I had to point him out because, Eazy the Block Captain, he came out of nowhere, but even when it wasn't popping, when the shit wasn't lit, K Walker was out there putting out his freestyles and getting his name out there. So I've watched him come up and shit. I really, really like the energy that he brings to the whole battle rap culture, the whole everything about it. But I was speaking on him and Hollow Man just a week ago. Hollow Man Battle Head Ice. Great piece of work. They only did a one-rounder, but it was classic material, classic Hollow Man, man. Some shit that you want to play back. Him and Head Ice, tailor-made rap, tailor-made rap battle, whereas, Hollow Man gonna talk some street gangster shit, slick talk, and Head Ice kind of has a similar skill set. So it was a nice matchup. And from that point on, I started to pay a little bit more attention to what's going on with battle rap. And I have been watching the deviation between URL and the UW and now Chrome 23, all of these different battle raps that's surfacing. And I've been watching Chrome 23 because it's been hot. Prior to this situation with Geechi Gotti, Remy's League been hot. It's been hot. It's been hot. It's been reputed. It's been hot. I've been like ear hustling, just listening to what people were saying, and couldn't nobody stop Eazy the Block Captain. It seemed like that he couldn't be stopped until this situation right here. The last people to battle him, I think it was Goods and somebody else. He was on a roll. He just, nobody convincingly did anything with him until this Geechi Gotti situation. Again, my man Dre had been telling me how skilled Geechi Gotti was. I guess that in between his written that he's a pretty skilled freestyler and shit. So that could make a guy a problem, man. Just the things that he said to Remy Ma in his battle, although he was battling Eazy the Block Captain, the things that he said to her face was so damaging and impactful. It don't even matter if it's true. It don't even matter if it's true he got his shit off. I will say this. If she ever wanted any marketing or if she ever wanted any publicity for her league, she the fuck got it now. She the fuck got it now. Everybody's talking about Remy Ma and Papoose, and I think it's probably a real humiliating moment for him. And I think it's great for him because he didn't give a fuck about when he was humiliating me when he didn't give me nothing out of that $10,000 bag that I brought to him and his family and shit. I remember him saying some shit to me like, you know, people bring licks like this to us all the time. Some old goofy shit, man. When he said that, I knew he didn't have no street background all like that. Like, living on the block and being in the streets is two different things. He probably a nigga that just, like, was living on the block or something like that. But his ethics and the way he move and shit like that, he's just a weird-ass, suck-ass nigga, and I don't fuck with him. I'm glad everything that's going on right now, I'm glad it's happening for him, because people be thinking that they not gonna get theirs and shit. And that happens a lot in the music business, man. Dudes be selling dudes verses, turn around, give somebody else the same verse. Like, they just do so much sucker shit, man, to people in this business, man. And most of the ugly shit comes from the artists. I'm not gonna lie, because they feel that they shouldn't be held accountable for everything. They feel that they shit don't stink. And the nigga treated me like nothing, man. And I never seen him again. And I know that as years passed by and he heard my name online, you know, for being another Haitian Jag, being in incidents with people, Mano and different shit, I know when he was hearing my name, he was like, damn, that dude ended up making it. Because he probably legitimately didn't expect me to have a tomorrow in this business and shit. The way he treated me, was like he didn't want me to have a fucking tomorrow. But the shit that's going on for him right now, I'm glad. I know you paying attention to my platform, Pap, because you follow me on Twitter and people tagging you to everything that I said on Instagram. And I know you remember the things that you did to me. Fucking apology, fuck making it right. Life is making it right. You see the situation that you in, you can't sell a show, can't do a show, can't get paid for nothing. You're just not in vogue anymore. You did so many people wrong when you had the ball, and that's why you end up in the situation that you in. We all know this to be the truth. If you divorce her, if y'all divorce, that shit's gonna harm you more than anybody, because she has a musical life. She has her own battle rap league. She's attractive. She rap. She's still somebody that other people would probably want to collab with. You just had, you know, a moment, and the way that you rap, a person has to rap that way to collaborate with you, whereas Remy Ma is more universally compatible with the music world. You know what I'm saying? She can do collabs with the female rappers. She can do collabs with the guys and shit. So she's going to be around and she's going to be earning. You know what I'm saying? I think she still has her Terror Squad connection to Fat Joe. She's in vogue. She's going to be earning. Pap, it's been obvious and it's been spoken of. I've spoken of it for many years now. How you don't have a career and you basically living off the girl. You going to do that time with her when she did that 7 years, going to visit her and shit like that. You could be in love with her. Maybe you were. Maybe you weren't not. But I just felt that a nigga like you was trying to like secure your future and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to make sure you solidified that relationship, man, in case things didn't go right in your career and shit didn't go right in your career. I never seen somebody who was so important to hip hop and so highly revered in hip hop turn to a nothing today. In 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, shit like that, Papoose had the world in the palm of his fucking hand. He had the world in the palm of his hand. Yes, he did. But, you know, when you put out bad energy into the world and you mistreat people, that was given to you will be taken from you. So, yeah, he's a trending topic on Twitter right now. Easy to block captain. MC from, they say from Norristown originally. Philadelphia. Norristown is close enough to Philly to claim it, I guess. He might have got to her, man. Philly niggas known as hoe catchers and shit like that, man. Like a certain class of them and shit. Known as being highly skilled hoe catchers. Before all of this demon time shit came out and all of that, you know, all the wild shit, Philly was the home of the pretty boys, man. So maybe he reached her and shit. Like, I don't know Papoose situation at home and shit. She probably looked at Eazy through different eyes. He's younger. He's the hottest, probably one of the hottest new stars, hands down, in battle rap. And she got him under contract, which means they making money together. So he's more valuable to her than her baby father. Yeah. So that's where we at with it. With that, Eazy the Block Captain, Papoose and Remy Ma, super duper viral online. I just came back from the Bahamas. I hope y'all been enjoying the uploads that I sent to y'all. I went to a little getaway over the weekend, man. It was a very interesting experience, man. Like, normally when I travel and shit, man, especially if I'm with a female, I be trying to be ducked off and shit like that. But I went on a trip, and I wasn't aware that this trip that I went on was like kind of like a group trip or some shit like that. Like, it was a bunch of fucking people there and shit. And I didn't know about this. I thought that just me and my people was gonna be there, you know, me and my shorty was gonna be there, and maybe the people that planned it or helped plan it or whatever. Like, I didn't expect what happens, but anyway, boom, when we get there, I see some people that I recognize and shit. I'm like, damn, you know, that's strange, small world and shit. I'm like, didn't expect to see them here. You know what I mean? Like, the person that I saw, I didn't even know her, didn't know her name, I just knew I knew her. So I said something to my shorty. I'm like, yo, there's people in this motherfucking boat from Erie. And she was like, oh yeah, it's a lot of people here and shit. I told you. I'm like, told me what? And she started to try to kind of like explain what was going on. But I was like, I was bummed out about it, man. Like, I was bummed out about it, man. Like, I was, man, mind you, man, I am Gully TV. Despite that, man, I'm Jamil and shit like that, man. And I don't feel everybody should breathe the same air as me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not only that, if I'm going on something that's, you know, like, shaped out to be like a vacation or a getaway or something like that, I don't want to bump into a motherfucker overseas that I know from back home and shit like that. It's just that I'm uncomfortable and shit. Maybe I got an anxiety situation, man, but I wasn't feeling that at all. So I stayed in my room, in my cabin most of the cruise until we got to the Bahamas and shit. At which point I started to, you know, try to make a trip out of it. But I was in my cabin so long and the air was blowing on me. You can hear it in my voice. I done caught like a cold over there and shit. But the Bahamas is cool, man. I want to, I'm really irritated about, you know, parts of the trip. But I probably should just keep it to myself, man. I was trying to explain to my shorty and shit, like, man, I'm famous, man. We not regular people. Like, no matter how much you feel that you're a regular person, you ain't dating a regular nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's damaging to my brand to be seen certain places with certain caliber people and shit like that. And I hope she, you know, understood that and understanding that, man. Aside from that, I ain't moving, you know, I'm not moving off my pedestal and shit with this hip-hop, sports, and fashion shit. More pressure to come. I'm in Virginia Beach on the 30th of this month with the opioid era. We got to pop up with the Dribble God, Blow G. Maybe the Penthouse Bus might be there. We're going to have all of the merch, the vinyls and shit. The MC's going to be in the building. We're going to follow that up with a listening party at Timberland Studio. So shout out to everybody down there in Virginia Beach. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at @IamGullyTV_ so I can get y'all the details on this pop-up and listening party and shit. I'm just getting back into the country, man. I don't got most of my energy together, man. I was over there in that 90 plus degree heat, man, just beaming down on me, man. that shit, you could feel it. You could feel it. I didn't feel. You couldn't feel it when it was happening because you're having such a good time. But I'm a little burned down. I'm out of the gym for like a day. Shout out to everybody that's ordering the PA knits. The PA knit dynasty is real major out here. It's PA knit season. Make sure you go to the website, therealdribble.com, man, and cop all that dope ass merch. If not, make sure you at one of the pop-ups. But my next one, Virginia Beach, make sure y'all down there, man. I'll be down there with the opioid era. Maybe might be through there, and Shaheem or somebody. We're going to have some MCs in the building, but be there. The listening party is going to be bonkers at Timberland Studio by VIP only. Only way that you can come to Timberland Studio to the listening party is you got to attend the pop-up early in the day, and you're going to get a ticket. You know what I mean? If you had to pop up early in the day, we're going to give you a VIP invitation at that time. So shout out to the opioid era. I wanted to get y'all more on this battle rap shit, man. I'm just so excited about it that I came here a little bit cluttered. But top story online, hands down, is like a fireball. It's growing. It's growing. It's gotten bigger while I've been in this booth. It's Papoose, Remy Ma, Eazy the Block Captain. Before I came in here, I seen a video by Piper Boy Williams that said Eazy the Block Captain has cut ties with Remy Ma's Battle League. I don't know how true it is, but I seen it with my own eyes. I seen the video with my own eyes. So, you know what they say, man? You got to keep business and your personal shit separate. You got to keep it separate, man, because ultimately feelings get involved and it will fuck up business. I want to know, I'm pretty sure everybody else wants to know, is how did this shit get out like that? You know what I'm saying? Even if he was fucking her, why would you say anything? Why would you say anything? Like, niggas seeing you, if a nigga see you in the street with her, he gonna give you just as much as props by just seeing you with her. You know what I mean? Despite the sexual part. If a motherfucker see you with her, hanging out with her, shit like that, a nigga think highly of that. You know what I'm saying? That's something, you know, that's something maybe to pop about, you know what I mean, in some regard. But saying it, telling it to somebody because of who she is, they're going to tell it to somebody else and tell it to somebody else. And before you know it, it's going to be public information. And that's what it seems to be now. But nobody really knows. It can't be something that can't be proven. But Papoose, you know what's going on because you put your hands on boy. So maybe you know something that we don't know. And prior to this battle this past weekend, Papoose has been at all of the Chrome 23 events for the most part. But he was visibly absent from this one. So we don't even know if they're still together. I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be hard, man, for them to go further and continue to have a relationship. She had a very, very spooked face when Geechi was giving her those bars. She just was like looking disoriented. The definition of a punchline was visible that moment. Everything that came out of his mouth, you could just see how it was hitting her. And you looked at Eazy while he was saying this shit too. It was having some type of effect on him. It almost looked like truth serum. But it's based on people's perception and opinion, who you believe. I don't know. Remy Ma, I ain't gonna put no speculations on her. I just ain't gonna do it, man. I'm gonna try to keep it clean, man. I'm gonna keep it clean. I do know that she's had a history before Papoose in hip hop, you know, as far as dating and shit like that. Or, you know, her name has been associated with some people prior. I'm gonna leave that alone. Y'all can go look that up on your own time. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Gully TV1. A lot of my dialogue has been taking shape on Twitter. X, it's called X now. More of the same, man. Come on over, man. I'm taking this shit serious this year, man. I'm not letting up. At Gully TV1 on Twitter, man. Come fuck with me. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at IamGullyTV_. Make sure you follow on the YouTube channel. World now, therealdribble.com. Make sure you, Nick, turn my vocals up, man. Play my song. How much time I got? Did I do my thing? I'm up out of here, man. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in, man. Make sure you listening to me on all the streaming sites. Truck drivers, are you with me? I know it. Shout out to everybody listening, man. All over the board, Canada, United Kingdom, Belgium, Sweden, Russia, China. I see y'all in my analytic reports, man. And I've been shipping out a lot of hats internationally, man. Y'all working me to death filling out those custom forms, but y'all keep on bringing it, because I need y'all to continue my mission, man. The real dribble. I'm up out of here, Nick.